I'm now joined by Damian The Rage Rooney. Damian's coming off a successful Cage Warriors debut at Cage Warriors 65 over Brian Creighton, taking his pro record to 10-3. Damian, thank you very much for joining me.
Oh, thanks very much, Ray. Thanks for having me on.
And congratulations, it was a really, really impressive debut.
Yeah, touch wood now. It all went to plan. Like, we trained hard, like we always do. But trained very smart for this one. I've been known in the past that get carried away and do a lot of overtraining. Unfortunately, and it's nearly as bad as undertraining for a fight. And my coaches really took over. The last two fights now, and I can definitely see the benefit of them taking over my training and controlling it a bit more and not letting me get carried away and train a bit too much. And, going in then fresh, and I definitely did. I felt, and I think it showed in the performance that I was a bit fresher. That transferred across, really.
Yeah, I think it did. I mean, it was obviously your debut for Cage Warriors, so it was a new promotion. How was your feeling going into the fight?
About the promotion or the fight itself?
Both, the fight and the promotion.
Oh, well, I was excited. You've heard a lot of... I've never actually dealt with the Cage Warriors, I've just heard a lot of good things about them. And I've talked to Ian and talked to Graham, and, it all sounded so professional, and from what I've heard and from the dealings with them, you know what I mean? It was my management decision and myself that it made sense and went over, and, fantastic. It just really exceeded as well, even what I've heard, how professional the whole thing was, and, how they handle things, how you were treated, everything. And because of that as well, and because it was a step up to the bigger stage, like I said, I'm out to the biggest fights, and all of the people that either bantamweight or flyweight who were ranked above me were pretty much outside of the UFC were signed to Cage Warriors. So if you want to fight the biggest beast, you needed to come to the top promotion to do it. So that was why we made the jump. Like, so I was very excited to get in and actually test myself. Especially dropping down so much. I wanted to get someone who's coming off a bit of momentum as well. And Brian was, 3-0 Cage Warriors, undefeated, and had it not been for a few weight issues at flyweight, I'd say he would have been right up there. With 3 wins in the division, he would have been right up there in title contention. So I wanted someone like that. It was an exciting fight for me going in. I trained hard and I was ready, and I was very happy with how it went.
Obviously, I do follow you on Facebook, and I've been watching you on Facebook, and you've been talking about cutting down to 125. How was the cut?
Well, the fight was at 130, and yeah, it was tough. I'm big at that weight. Like, I usually walk around. I'm a lot heavier than that. And I did it over a certain amount of time, like maybe about 8 weeks for this one. If I was doing the cut to 125, I'd be doing it a lot longer. And just keep my walking around weight even lower than that. But it was a good test, just to check different things. And a lot of it is an experiment. You do test cuts and stuff. The test cuts don't transfer across fully because of the fact, you've got a fight at the end of it. You come in, you get hard spar, etc. After a test cut, you really only know how a cut goes when you fight. You've experienced what it's like the next day with the rehydration, the adrenaline, everything. You don't get that same thing in training. And so to drop the one maybe was just a good indicator, just to see. And it gives me the option that I can flip up either way. I can go to bantam or possibly down to flight. Then really depends on where the big fights are.
I mean, going into this fight, of course, one of the big things that stood out was your height and reach advantage. So what was your game plan going into the fight?
Exactly that. You know what I mean? It was... Brian was an ideal matchup for me in my age because I've been really looking for someone to go out and just get a stand-up fight with them. With them coming from a stand-up background, I was hoping to get just a stand-up fight, just to sort of showcase some stand-up. And that was the plan going in, you know what I mean? I worked a lot. I've got 2 top stand-up coaches between boxing and Muay Thai, etc. With my coaches, Sean Smith and Tony Hughes, in boxing, we worked a lot on everything, and especially my hands. I hurt my feet. About 6 weeks out of the fight. I thought I had a stress fracture. One and possibly both of my feet, so I couldn't do as much kicking as I would have liked in the build up to that. And I hurt the left one again in the first round in the fight, so that's why I stopped kicking as much at the end of the first and into the second round. So we did a lot of work on hands, knees, elbows, but just keeping everything at range, trying to use that distance, and it worked well. I was very happy with how the game plan played out. Distance wise, I was able to keep my range and work behind the job and come in and use that height and reach advantage that I knew I was going to be going in with.
Yeah, it definitely did work well. How serious are the injuries then? Are they going to keep you out for a little bit?
No, well, I have went and got x-rayed, etc. after, there was no break. So it was just very bad tendonitis in my left foot that was giving me problems. So during that, it's just, I'm resting it from training at the minute. I'll come back tomorrow. I just took 3 days off to rest up a bit, and I'll come back tomorrow and then start doing everything light and just more technical stuff for the next week and a half, 2 weeks to let my trying to let them fully heal up, because I've no fight coming up. I've no rush now. Whereas with 6 weeks, I wasn't going to pull out of the fight with a foot, so I just needed to protect it as much as I could during the training. So it meant sort of limited my training, like limited kicks and certain things. Even a lot of footwork drills were giving it problems. So I just had to sort of adapt to it. But I mean, every fighter at this stage knows, no one goes in 100% fresh. So I mean, you just have to learn how to adapt to it at this stage. It happens to everybody.
What was it like as well? Because the one of the things they pointed out on the commentary was the fact that Brian Crichton hadn't lost by submission before. So what was it like being the first person to submit him?
Yeah, it was something I'd never really paid too much attention to be honest. In the build up, and I'd say I've got a top grappling coach as well, and I was very confident wherever it went. In the build up to it, I had no intention. Obviously, we were working wrestling and stuff, but I had no intention. My intentions were always to keep the fight in the fight for 3 rounds. I had no intentions of taking the fight to the ground at any stage. At one time, we clinched off and the takedown was there. I took it, but my intentions were to keep it on the feet. And so we did a lot of work, as well, because we saw Brian's fight, him taking people down. And I like to work on top, so in the build-up as well, I did a lot of work on my guard. I obviously worked on top as well, but I did most of my work in my guard and working from there. So I mean, when it came to it in the fight, it wasn't somewhere we hadn't drilled to be there for the fight. I expected maybe at one point, as much as I would have liked not to, maybe to be in my back, in my guard at one point. So I was comfortable when it sort of came to it.
What was it like as well? There seemed to be quite a lot of fans there cheering you on from Newry. What was that like?
Oh, fantastic! The fans from around here are amazing. It's very humbling every fight, just to see how much support I actually get from the local area and actually national. You get a lot of people from even Ireland send you messages as well. Down south and from way up north in Belfast as well. That are sending you messages every in the build up and things. People you don't know personally, and it's very humbling that people have taken the time to get behind you. So it drives you on more, especially when I saw the support that had come down. And not only the support that came down, like I said, the support that actually tuned in to watch it on TV and even send you text messages, send you messages on Facebook, Twitter. You were constantly getting encouragement and congratulations and everything. And So it drives you on, really spurs you on for that.
Yeah, it's always nice getting that kind of reaction. So how long will you likely be out for? When would you like to get back in and compete again?
Ideally, I'd love to turn around and go straight back into the Dublin event in June, but it's unlikely, to be honest, with just with a few niggling injuries. I have a few things to sort out just in personal and home life, and when you're working as well, like, run the businesses and stuff, there are a few things when you're coming up the fights you have to put on the back burner, and as the fight takes priority. But then once the fight, now I need to sort of deal with those things, and so I've been doing a lot of work over the last 3 days. Then also getting married now in July, and we're currently building a house which should hopefully be finished end of July or August. So that's going to take a lot of time on top of that. And quite obviously I'll still be training every day because I'm in the gym every day with work. But with the level of competition and the level I want to aspire to in Cage Warriors, I wouldn't want to do anything but I wouldn't want to do an injustice to myself. I'd only be taking a fight whenever I have a full 12-week schedule clear, that I can dedicate the time to, to give exactly what you feel you deserve to give in there, as opposed to sort of a half-assed training camp where it's interrupted here and there with different things will work. So I'd say it'll be more towards the end of the summer, Halloween time, that I'll be back in the cage, unfortunately.
Yeah, you certainly want to be able to go in as close to 100% as you possibly can. Well, congratulations on the news about you getting married.
Oh, thanks very much for it.
Okay. Well, obviously it was great. I mean, I was there watching you fight. Obviously, before you signed for Cage Warriors, Cage Contender. I was there in Newry. Actually, the atmosphere for that night was absolutely phenomenal. So it's great to see you get an opportunity for Cage Warriors and to make the most of it. So congratulations.
Oh, thanks very much for it.
And before we let you go, I just want to give you a chance to do any shout-outs. I want to shout out your Facebook and your Twitter, then any sponsors, friends or family that you'd like to shout out.
My Twitter is The Rage Rooney, at The Rage Rooney. My Facebook, obviously, Damian Rooney. For sponsors, I'd like to thank, Right Fitness Supplements, The Fit Chef, for all the meals they provided, Mind Sport Consultancy, for all Rob Dawson's help with his NLP, which is very important to this one. Obviously, my gym, the Compound Team Torres, Newry Muay Thai, all my coaches, Owen Interactive, CGPM, Property Services. There's just so many, it's hard to remember everyone. There was a lot of people came into this camp to help me out, and I really appreciate it. Even all the clubs, boys from Fight Academy Ireland took me in and gave me some top quality sparring for this year. The Mimic Styles. A lot of boxing and Thai clubs came up to our club to help me sort of mimic brand style. Obviously family and friends, they're always there for me. You know what I mean? My fiance, she has to put up with a lot, between work and training, and never complains. And it's a big weight off your mind. You don't have to deal with anything at home. She'll always be very accommodating and try and help me out wherever I can with that. So that's a huge plus to have in your life as well. I'm blessed to be surrounded by a lot of positive sort of people, and it makes everything you're doing then so much easier.
Well, congratulations again, and I really appreciate you giving me your time. I can't wait to see you step back into the cage again, hopefully end of summer.
No problem. Thanks very much for the call.